Okay.
Okay, right click it, go to properties, and then hit deactivate. It's gonna be right under the thing where you select.
Well, if I'm not going to stream, I should just close out the entirety of OBS or the Streamlab.
If you're not gonna stream, then sure.
Yeah,
I thought you were streaming.
I was, and then I turned it off.
Oh, well, whatever.
No one's got.
I got Gus's
Right.
package right there. I'll open it when he tells me to. Right there, guys. Gus sent me a package and he told me I can't open it until he tells me to.
That was.
Also, guys, if you haven't seen Luca, you're about to.
Apologies ahead of time for. Camera.
There he is.
All right.
Now, let me turn my feet warm around.
Feet warmer.
I
Fuck
have a
you.
little
It's
space
90
here
degrees in my
just
house.
for my feet.
Fucking.
You're with him in chat. Okay.
Who's with who in chat?
I was reading my chat, but I'm gonna probably close it down so I don't get distracted. Hello everybody. I don't exactly know how to start this. We planned it last night at about 8 o'clock, and we haven't talked all day until right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the way we should do this is I have your stream up. Anybody that has any questions they want to include, fucking just put them into chat. We want to try and get a little bit of interaction. But I think honestly, we should just start off with getting to know you, because I'm a firm belief that the success of the city that we have right now is in large part to your ability to be personable. I wouldn't say reasonable. I would say passionate.
I think passionate would be a good word.
And engaging with people in the city and outside of the city. So I think we should start off just by getting to know Levi Atlas.
Well, Levi is actually Alex. That's my name. About to be 30 in August. Born and raised Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Married.
Is that the place with the
Bad water?
the water
Yeah.
issues? Like, do you guys still have bad water?
Yeah. They still haven't. They actually are just now finishing up the lawsuits against the mayor, the old governor guy. I don't live in Flint right now, but when I was younger, I did. So like I'm right on the outskirts. Like,
But like
now
you
I'm-
guys have, you obviously you're very much family individual. You have children, you have wives, so taking care of them are obviously paramount. What do you guys do to? Nope, we'll pause for that.
What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck, John?
See, this is why I shut down my stream, because nobody's even gonna be watching.
Distraction, my dodged. What was the question?
No, you
What
address
the
that.
fuck?
Come on,
John
be
Knight,
reasonable.
thank you so much, baby. Stop paying Twitch. Okay. I love you. You guys are both dodged.
The question
Enjoy
was,
waiting on
what
hold with
have-
your bank, John? Go ahead. Sorry.
The question was, what do you and your wife ensure that you and your family are safe? I know you're not specifically in the problem. It sounds like it's still an issue.
It is still an issue within Flint, but so the Flint people that were affected by it have their own water tower, which was what their water tower is, what the water that they use in their city. However, I'm in a different city with a different source of water, so I'm not affected by it whatsoever. But I mean, it's still 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I could drive to it less time than that.
So it's still very real for you.
Yeah.
The issue. All right. So that's your name and where you're from. Tell us about family.
Without giving too much, I mean, obviously everybody here.
Obviously, don't share.
Yeah. Obviously, everybody here has seen my kids. I mean, you see them running here. You see them.
They're obviously not yours. They're
no, they are not
adorable,
mine.
So they're not yours.
They definitely take after their mother with the thing, which is really going to bite me in the ass when they get older. My son, not so much. I'm not really, he's a boy. He's got that. He's my boy. So, but my girls.
Stray away from that toxic masculinity, Levi. You got to get away from that. Telling you right now.
They are all beginning. My son, my youngest two, not so much right now, but my oldest, we're gonna start doing martial arts. I did martial arts. I fought even for 2 years. I played football. I played semi-pro football. I played quarterback and free safety.
We all know that at this point, because we've seen you get up and leave your desk, that you're more of a tight end than anything else.
No, I have. When I graduated high school, I weighed 150 pounds, and then I got married, and she can cook, and then I got fat because I also like beer now too. So
What's your go-to beer?
Corona. That's why there's an emote, baby. Yeah, Corona with a little lime. If I don't have the lime, I can still just knock it out. But I'm definitely like, if I'm hanging out with you guys or anything like that, it's Jack and Coke.
As an adult, I don't need salad when I consume alcohol. So but to each their own. If that's what you want to do, feel free.
Yeah. Nah, it's just a little added taste. It gives it a little zing on top of the beer flavor. So
acidity.
Yeah,
I can get
that one.
that. I can get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you said 30 coming up?
The 6th next month. Yeah.
I actually distinctively remember my 30th birthday. I felt like it was a crisis, and I felt like I needed to go out and do something to make myself feel young again. So I competed in a beer pong with my brother-in-law, and we won.
I love me some beer pong.
Beer pong is a lot of fun.
My best friends went to Michigan State University, and we'd go down there to all the parties when they'd have football games, and they'd have beer pong, and we would just run their tables.
That's actually how I learned. I learned at UNLV post-party game with not sororities, but what's the male version of a sorority? Anybody?
My daughter, they just come in here and interrupt every time they want. Anyways, I do apologize. You said you learned where?
UNLV.
Okay.
Had a bunch of friends that were part of frat houses and whatnot, and they did a lot of. So how long have you been into GTA RP?
I would have to say it's coming up on 2 years. I started watching Summit.
What is Summit? For anybody that doesn't know.
Summit is Summit 1G. He's a streamer. I believe he was once a semi-ish pro CS:GO player. I don't think he ever made it to like the bigger leagues. I don't really know much about him. But I just happened to watch him, and I've never heard of it before. I've never done any role play. None of like Dungeons and Dragons, none of this Arma you guys talk about. Gmod, I've never played Gmod. I have always been a first-person shooter, and then I'd play like Elder Scrolls or something like that. Like I played COD competitively for a little bit. Nothing real big, but like just local LAN tournaments and.
That comes across being in matches with you with comms and everything like that. It does come because you sound like an ass.
So then I just watched him one night, and then I joined some sort of like streamer organization, not really organization, just a bunch of streamers that come together and just kind of like help grow each other. And I followed one of the guys, and I saw that he was in Day to Day, and I was like, I've never done it before. I've been watching Summit do it. What city is this? He told me, and I joined. The first time I ever joined, I do it like any other kid. I just thought it was GTA Online. I went around, we stole cars, and was just driving around having fun. The first interaction. As a mutual
member of staff, I know what that's like. Yeah.
Anybody in here from Day to Day? My first interaction in any RP server is I was in a box truck. The Alta jump, where you jump down on the road. I landed on Wilson's cop car. And he threatened to ban me and my buddy that I was with, and ever since then, I didn't do anything to break the rules. And that since I knew that there was cops, I applied to be a cop, and I have literally only been Levi ever since.
Now, as somebody that comes from a video game background that doesn't revolve around like character development and being somebody that you're actually not, what was it like first getting into GTA RP as whoever your initial character was, or the first iteration of Levi Atlas?
So when my first step was picking a name, and Levi Atlas came from when before my son was born, me and my wife picked 3 names for my son. It was Riot, which is R-Y-E-T-T, pronounced Riot, R-Y-O-T. Levi and Atlas. So I literally just put Levi and Atlas together, made my character. It was the easiest thing I could do. I went to college for criminal justice. I wanted to be federal agent. I was going down that path. And then I treated college like high school and didn't finish. So it's really fucked me in the end. Like I was on the right track. I had connections with friends who were still doing well, connections with somebody who could have really got me somewhere, but I threw it all away just for fun. And when I realized that I could RP as a cop, I jumped on it. I applied. John Knight is John Stone, for a lot of you guys that know, reached out to me, accepted my application. And my first day as a cop was with John Knight, absolutely scaring the fuck out of me.
Sounds like he did his job adequately then.
Yeah. So, I didn't forget about the professionals. And I used a lot of my knowledge that I got in school with what I do here, and then also I would sit down for hours on end, and I would pick John Knight's brain about like other legalities and laws and just common sense laws that we use in the server, in any server I've ever been in, which is only 3. And we just dumped it all into PD and in my character, and that's how I do. Right,
so John Knight, is in real life, is the person that plays John Knight, is he affiliated with law enforcement at all? Or?
John Knight is in the military. He's in the Air Force, stationed somewhere. I'm not gonna say. He was active military police, patrolling, arresting, all that stuff like that, and now he does other things. And I would literally just sit in calls all day, and we would talk. Like I would be at work, John Knight would lay in bed, and we would just be sitting there talking about like laws and what we could do with the police department and how we could grow.
That got sexier than I intended.
Yeah, I've seen him. So, so like we would just talk, and then, that's where we are now. I mean, really.
I've reviewed a lot of the information for law enforcement side of the city, and it does seem to be very clear and defined and focused. So I just want to try and a point I want to try to get to is like where that came from. So that's pretty much built off of John Knight's experience, like real life experience, to be able to influence the city.
Absolutely, yeah. Most of the paperwork you see now is John Knight's. John Knight is the one who created most of our the articles that you guys use for your lawyers. The SOP that you guys have now is all something that John Knight had created. We could just kind of sat down and edited it and made it look a little more endless. And then, let me rephrase it. We sat down with him, and when he was here in Endless, we made it endless, and then that's what we use to this day. The only thing that we have not done is updated all of our paperwork with newer things being added into the city. So it's just all basic black and white, knowledgeable law stuff that we have in there.
Yeah, just based off of like researchable.
Yep.
Like, because I've looked up a lot of the stuff, and on damn near every single instance, as one of the characters that I play in the city being attorney.
Yeah.
Fact checking to try and bolster my side of the case. It's been verified by, the bones that John Knight has created for the city that we have.
Yeah, I mean, what I would have probably wouldn't be anything without him. So I mean, thank God I saved all the paperwork.
Now you said this was the third city you've been in.
I started in day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made it up to a sergeant or lieutenant. John Knight and a couple of friends. Let me start at the beginning on that one. So when I first started RPing, it was a truck driver with, a lot of people know Harlow. A lot of people know she was the head of EMS here. We became really good friends, and then I became a cop. And then when I became a sergeant, we were done with the way that the server was being ran. It was being ran into the ground. Nobody wanted to play there anymore. It went from having 3 fully populated 32-slot servers every single night. It did not matter what day it was. It was full every single day. They whitelisted it, and then the management team there just kind of, I'm not going to throw shade. So it didn't end well, okay? So then I moved to Endless Nights with John, Wally, you guys know, Parker, I think Chad was there, and a bunch of people that you guys might not know. So I went over there, and I just started as a sergeant there, and then I worked my way up to assistant chief running the police department with, a lot of you guys know as Johnson. So
no, Brixie, I'm not his brother.
Yeah, no, we're not related. We do, yeah, I can see it, but no,
I can see it. I can see it. Except for I'm the much older one.
Better looking too. So, but yeah, that's I don't remember what your question was or where I got into
No,
where it was.
like just a progression through cities. You said there were
Oh,
issues
yeah,
that you
yeah.
didn't want to go to in the initial city.
So we went to Endless, and then something like again, people thought that they could. I don't want to say they thought they could do better, but they didn't like the direction that me and another that we were running the server, so they went and branched their own way.
Do different.
Yeah, they thought they could do different. So we ran out of developers. Nobody could be able to actively develop the server, so we closed doors. That was the first iteration of me running, me and another person and a couple of management running Endless. We went to another server that a lot of people know. It's still active, so I'm not going to give them free promotion. So it's still we went there. No, then we went back to Endless. Me, John Knight, and a couple other people. We just start where we left off. Blah 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 blah.
Reopen the doors.
Got
the engine running.
Yeah, we were getting ready to, believe it or not, and we had a guy, as some of you guys know, is Nurxa. We had an issue. I kid you not. We had an issue with our inventory. Nurxa happened to join. Was searching up Endless Nights roleplay on the server list. When he searched Endless, this Endless that you guys are all in now popped up on the list. And we saw that it was No Pixel inspired, which is what we were also aiming for. He joined the server. Believe it or not, they did not have the issue with the inventory that we had. So I kid you not, he messaged like Wachu or AO. We all sat down, and it was like this. Me, Wachu, AO, Gus, and John sat down. And to this day, I still believe that we are some of the 5 most like-minded individuals to manage a server. And we were like, let's just merge. You guys keep everything you have. John will come help do whatever he's doing. We will come in. You guys focus on your developing what you have. Then me and Gus can focus on everything else. We will help you run your staff team. We'll help you run your server. We will do everything that you need us to do. You just tell us what you need. They said, okay. And that night that announcement went out, we came over. We brought our guys. You brought our guys. And essentially, here we are.
And I got to say, I don't know from my position a lot of the behind the doors stuff that happened or negotiations or anything, but I've known Wachu for quite a while.
Yeah.
When the word came down that Endless is happening, this is what we're doing, none of the group that we were running with even gave it a second thought. We're like, okay, this is where we're going. This is our home. We will do whatever we have to be able to try and make this successful.
Yeah.
And this is I think it's my 3rd city, and hands down, it's my favorite of everything.
Yeah, even with everything that I've been for, because I think like I said, I'm going on 2 years of roleplay. I don't think that I would trade like this one, like not even for the good old days of people back in the day. Like I like me, Wachu, AO, and Gus. We don't even I like, in all transparency, honestly, we don't talk unless it's just one of us needs something.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm like, so like,
but
if
you
I
have the confidence in that in your relationship with those.
It goes without saying. Like, I can be like, oh, okay, guys. When Gus was on handling his family business, I just like took it, and I'm like, okay, community wants this. This is what we need. And again, with AO being in a relationship and him spending time with her, Wachu having his own family, obviously it took time, but it happens. And the things that we needed to get done got done. And here we are.
Now speaking of Gus, it looks like you have an Amazon package behind you.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I reached out to Gus. He's actually watching the stream right now. So can you go ahead and grab that package and open that on the stream?
I will do that if Gus puts in the chat that I can. Green light.
Gus?
Okay, there it is. All right. So Gus said he was sending me a big, giant dildo, but it doesn't feel like a dildo, thankfully.
It's a bag, man. It's not that difficult to work out.
Yeah, some of them have like the little flap you can do. Hey! Thank you, Gus.
I got that for you. He got me your address.
Oh, you
I
son
told
of
you
a
I
bitch.
would do it.
You son of a bitch.
He
I
actually did
told you
share.
not to do it.
Yeah, but just like yesterday, through all the streams and everything like that, you don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell people what to do.
God damn it, man.
I told you I would do it. He actually secured the address and sent it to me in a message. And I said, well, do me a favor, go ahead and delete that message. Right. And then I will just give you the money. And then if you can order it through him, order it for him, and then severely harass him about it, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, he threatened me that he was sending me a 5-pound dildo bigger than my forearm.
They do have those because
No, he sent me the
actually
fucking link.
for the-
Like, he sent me the link.
Yeah, it's because I sent it to him.
Oh, my God. Gus, don't you send that to my house. Thank you, Luca. I love you. Thank you.
For anybody watching the stream, I can share that link for you.
No, you can't.
Just message me.
No, you
I
can't.
Can...
To be determined. I will.
It's very
walk
easy
it
to
out
set
the
up.
trash
Very easy to use. I have it set up. I don't even use all the buttons yet, but we all know for any of you streams, it's something that you've been looking to get. And
Yeah.
As you had assisted me with something, I told you I was going to do it, and bitch, don't tell me what to do.
Yes, sir. That was subtle. I like it.
Yeah, of course. Trust me, I was chomping at the bit yesterday. I was looking forward to you getting that and having it something to add to your arsenal moving forward.
Thank you.
So we've gone over who you are, where you've been, where you're at. Actually, we'll do a little bit more of where you're at with the current. For anybody watching that, I don't know why they wouldn't know. Currently, where are you at?
With
Endless Nights, like the city that you're in, like I'm assuming people in your stream already know the majority of your stream.
Yeah.
But with the city where it is right now, address that and address where you would possibly like to see it go.
I don't think the RP is in Endless Nights right now. I don't think that they're.
Doesn't exist at all, or just not where you want it to.
It doesn't. It's not even close to where I want it to be. I know it exists because I've RP'd with the people where it does exist, and it exists behind the scenes. It exists with Kimchi. It exists with Lotus. It exists with the racers, Jerry Deere, and everybody running the racers. It exists with them. It exists with BCB. It exists with a lot of people that just aren't in the spotlight, and there's so many people that force their way into the spotlight, and it before I started this stream, I looked at the number of people that's in the server right now, and there was one person in the server, and it completely breaks my heart. I don't know why. I know that there's like Tarkov, everybody's playing different games. I looked through the player list, nobody's really playing other servers, but we have lost fantastic people who could plateau this server to the next level just because people don't know how to or just refuse to RP. And I am at a point to where I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I am genuinely, all of the work that when Calxie was here that he put in, that Wachu and AO put in, I am genuinely nervous that within the next month or two things are going to happen. One, the shitters essentially, and it's not a single group. It's not two groups. It's not three groups. It is just individual people who gain traction, and when they do something, it forces other people to react. And when they do that, it's mostly in the negative. If one person pops off at the mouth, then there's 15 other people that just do nothing but sit there and bitch in Discord, or they talk shit on Twitter. And I don't get it. And I've said it from the beginning, I don't play criminal. So I don't know what it's like to just be a badass, I guess. I don't know what it is. But I believe that even with the shitters that we have now, and I'm just saying shitters as a generalization. I don't think that anybody we have now are shitty people. I just think that the scenarios that they get in, turn shitty, right? So I believe that the groups we have now have the potential to RP unlike any of us have ever seen. I just feel like they reach that fork of do I play Call of Duty or do I RP? and they sit there at that fork, and they have to make the split decision, right? They have to, and 9 times out of 10, it goes the wrong way. And when that happens, everybody goes to Discord, they go to staff get involved, and then as you see now, Luca as an admin, and every other staff member that's sitting in this previous staff member, whatever it is, you see what we deal with on the daily, and sometimes there's just genuinely nothing that we can do. Because 1A, there's a gray area. There are rules that are written in black and white, and people need to break that black and white rule. We have said it from the beginning that, yes, we want to be more strict on people's RP, but I, in good faith, knowing that I cannot RP, can judge someone else's RP and go, this video, though it may be shit, I should ban you for it. And I think that why that happens to me personally is because I'm afraid to ban people. Let me rephrase that. I'm afraid to ban the people that has been around because I'm afraid that the server's gonna die. And that is why I am probably the most lenient person that anybody ever will talk to as far as breaking rules in the server. People that have been banned and permanently banned should not have been unbanned. Some who are banned should probably be unbanned. It's just there's so many gray areas that go on, and I look at the name Endless Nights as a whole, not like me. I don't care about the stream. I don't care about and it sounds weird. It sounds bad coming about. I don't care about people sitting in chat. I care about the people having a good time on Endless, because when I get on Endless, I don't want to be bothered by kids. I don't want to be bothered by my wife. I don't want to be bothered by anybody. I just want to get in and have a good chase. I want the shitlord Luca coming down and telling me how to do my job. I want
I'm not a shitlord.
I want Sinjin to come down and laugh his weird laugh and make everybody around him laugh. I want Machi to come around with the deep voice and make me cry every time he fucking says, hey, when he does that fucking hey thing. It kills me every time. But all I see is this people sitting in a car and just shooting at each other. And it hurts my heart because I know that we have people that are it is forcing the people who are good and the people that I named before to stay in the shadows, and it won't be long until they're all gone. And I know it's going to happen. And then, and in full transparency in front of however many people sitting here, Luca, you, when people like leave, like I'm done. Like I will be done. And it will
I'm going to go ahead and step in there, right? First, to address the fact we have an amazing active chat right now.
I'm
with
watching it.
You're topping 40 people right now. Your current stream that you're in right now is topping numbers than you do when you're in the city. All right, so when you play the bleeding heart of people are only interested when they're city for metagaming, this right here flies directly into the face of that. So we'll go ahead and wash that out.
Okay, all right.
Second, you say that current state of the city is driving people away, but based off of the numbers that you looked at today. Looking at the numbers right now that we have 10 people in. That's up from the 3 people that were in momentarily. And that's basically based off of the fact that staff has yet to do an announcement, because there was a security breach earlier today with 5M, and we advised everybody not to fly in.
That's true.
So that one person that understandably would break your heart, those are false numbers. It's fake news. No, so that's not what it is. Go up. I'm going to be reaching out to staff to try and see if maybe we can put an announcement out, because at this time of day, we've already got 30 people in the city. So we're going to move away from it. Now, you say that what you see is GTA Online. It's cops, crims, this whole nine. Well, that's the thing. You only have an officer.
Yep.
And you are an admin.
Now,
Okay,
go ahead.
give you time. You sneak into every ticket, and I know you read every single one.
Everyone.
All you see are people complaining. And then as an officer, you see people getting shot. Those people, and I'm going to be biased here, High Table. You don't see, hear, or know anything about High Table. Granted, we're kind of down and out right now, but you haven't seen or heard about High Table for the longest time. We've led, drug running, we've led gun running, we've done all kinds of things. And we're not even great at it. There are other organizations that are doing everything they do under the radar and providing good fucking RP to people. And I'm gonna call this out right now. My favorite organization in the city are the Vago. I hands down love them to death. Every interaction I have with them is fucking awesome. Vagos.
Absolutely.
I fucking love them. I absolutely fucking love them. And I honestly have told them that. Told them as much. All right, I'm looking forward to meeting BCB. I'm looking forward to getting to know Lotus because everything I hear about them is great. I think your projection of within 2 months everything going tits up is, I think it's, kind of dark, and I think that's only because of what you're being exposed.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not. It could never happen. We could be next. There could be people coming from outside, but I'm only going off what I see in the Discord and what I personally see. Where there are new people coming in and they go, "This is whack. There's no RP." Okay, that's in my head. When I know people have come here, and there's people in this chat, some of the best RPers I've ever seen, leave this server because of the RP they've also experienced. And that's not just cops, right? That's just everybody. That is what I see, and that is what I hear. I also, like you just pointed out, don't see the positives. I hardly see the RP appreciation fill up because you can't exactly say what you're going to say because it's going to get metagamed. You can't go, "Yo, Lotus, thank you so much for that shipment of melee weapons that I used to assassinate dude on top of the bridge."
Wait, Lotus got melee weapons?
It was it was super fucking cool. You can't see that. You can't post fantastic clips like that because it has the possibility of getting in trouble. We had one of the, in my opinion, my favorite RPer of all time. There are two in this server. One is Gark and one is Kimchi.
Gark and Kimchi.
You can't. Kimchi
can't beat him.
Kimchi was running the guns, and we have people, and he fake name, voice changer, though he can't disguise the accent, and people walked up to him plain faced and says, "I know you're selling guns. Give me some heavies." When he came up to me at PD and told me that, I was so upset because it broke everything that we worked on. And when Max was here, you guys all know Max, he was assisting him with it. And no one knew. And then all of a sudden people go, "I know you're selling the heavies, so just give me 5 of them." And it absolutely broke my heart.
And that's where, your passion comes into play. I'm much more of a critical thinker.
Yeah.
In the fact that, I like being presented with a problem. I like working. And the way I personally see problems like that being addressed is flat out if somebody walks up to our in-city gun seller and, obviously goes, "I know who you are, I know what you're doing," then there's no sale that happens because you've already closed the door to the RP.
Yeah. No, there was no transaction. Like he said, "I don't know what you're talking about," blah blah blah. But he gave me the whole rundown. But
yeah,
if
I know he would have been successful.
Yeah,
in
he
that scenario.
definitely diffused. We can all assume that Kimchi diffused the situation. But then when he came to me, he was like, "We got an issue. People know." It was gut wrenching because I know that he put so much time into it. I sat down with him and Max at the beginning and put so much time into it. I had to get
RIP Max.
Yeah, watch you and them to undo the weapons. I had to test all the weapons. I had to do that. I had to do this. I had to do that. And then people go, "Hey, I know you're selling guns. Give me 5." Like,
that's the thing. You are middle of the road in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, you share community meetings. You share testing the weapons out. All of this stuff is publicly available. And my daughter, Danny. But hi. And personally, I think that's how it should be. And then reasonable people will No, that's not information that I know. Way more information about the city than Luca does, or that Chris Thompson does.
Yeah.
And it's not stuff I ever use in the city because there's moments of surprise and genuine emotional reaction that you don't want to shy away from. But at the same time, like we can't really like bubble around. Like there's some things we can hide from the city so that way when it comes out it's this big thing. But most of the stuff we really can't.
Yeah.
And the people that want to metagame that stuff, we're not going to be able to stop.
No, we never will be. It just breaks.
It's impossible.
It breaks your heart because, as I said before, the city, this city, endless. The potential is endless, but it's just people always. They're like again, they reach that fork in the road. They're like, storyline, quick. And with the amount of time that people spend in the server, why would anybody choose anything other than the story? But again, that is my mindset. That is my mindset of what I'm used to, from day to day, what I'm used to the original Endless, what I'm used to even in Discords of that one server that I'm not going to give the free promotion to. They think about storyline and storytelling. And I know that a lot of people in the server come here to make that story that isn't their own. They make that story for John Knight, for Kimchi, for Sawyer, for everybody that's here. They're not playing themselves. John Knight's real name is not John Knight. Sawyer's name might not be Sawyer. Your name isn't Marcello DeLuca. We're not here.
We're gonna pause there. Everybody in his chat, no, he pronounces the character name correctly because it's a talent. It's not Marcello. It's Marcello DeLuca.
Skipper.
It's not really that fucking. I'm sorry to cut you off. But
No. Skipper fucked you up though. He leaked your real name. But it's just you can time him out if you want to. It blows my mind.
Who the fuck is Skipper?
I don't remember his character name. But I think he was HT. I think it's Bus. It's Bus, yeah.
Oh, this son of a bitch.
So I don't understand. And again, this is why I could never judge another person's RP, because even if I received clips, 90%. This is why, and I'm being blatant. This is why we have forced every single criminal gang, that if you are in a situation, you have to record, because Luca, you see it, and every other staff members here see it. When we get a clip, it is 90% of what we don't need to see. If there is a 10-minute long clip, the clip that gets uploaded to us is the 30 seconds of them killing someone. Nobody clips the before what happened. What did you do to start this initiation for you to die? If there was no initiation, if I go to another gang and get the clip of you initiating, does that just cancel everything out? Hold on, my daughter's in the room. Hold on.
I will speak directly to Levi's chat right now. Everyone that is an organization or gang in the city, you should follow suit like the triads do. Triads, when they believe they're going to get into an altercation with anybody, right? I've actually seen tickets and videos submitted of them going, okay, does everybody have body cam footage? Does everybody got their body cam running, right? For any interaction they get into, right? Good or bad. And some of their interactions have gotten them in trouble, but they're like, we know that there's a good chance of a ticket being submitted. So let's start this now, and then we'll have our interactions going. There have been instances where they're sus as fuck, but they cover their bases. They try and get as much evidence as possible to support the fact that to protect themselves from tickets. I'm telling every organization in the city, Lotus, BCB, High Table, everybody, turn your cameras on. If not everybody has the ability to have a camera, get at least one person that does and just turn it on. It helps in the long run. And now
we're not going to do that in the chat.
Not going to do what?
They know who I'm talking about. We're not going to do that. Y'all want to do that? You can head to DMs. This isn't
a place.
Right now.
Yeah,
we're just voicing things that could be better. And guys, and me and Luca, we're not sitting here and we're not like standing over everybody and looking down at you from our nose. Like, I know that I could be better. Luca, I haven't really had a bad interaction, but I'm sure some things that he's been in, he felt he could be better. Everybody feels that you could be better.
you don't feel you can be better in every interaction you do, then you're not doing your interactions good enough. There's always something you can be better at. And Ace, yes, and I want everybody to know, staff, we're all volunteers here. We're doing this on our spare time. Currently sitting in 91 degrees because my AC's been out since last week. I've been slacking as fuck on tickets, right? But I wanted to take the opportunity to sit down with Levi and have this conversation. As you know, he just now is topping 54 viewers, his most watched stream thus far. I like to claim that that's because of me, but that really easy. So since Bus kind of called it out, yes, obviously my name is not Chris, is not Luca. My name is Cliff. My name is Clifford. If you call me Clifford in the city, I will fucking stab you. I don't care what character I'm. I swear to God, I'll fucking do it. It's one of fucking Fetus's favorite things.
Yeah, I've heard him.
Yeah. He actually metagames that shit. He messaged other people in the city and be like, call him Clifford. Call him Clifford, do it. Call him Clifford.
I think he's done it to me on stream.
See, initially, my name was supposed to be Christopher Allen, and then what my last name is. And but that would have made my initials Cat. And my mom's like, I asked my mom, I said, why wouldn't you just call me Christopher Allen? And she's like, well, then people will call you a pussy. I said, well, Mom, I can work with that. You named me Clifford. I'm 6 foot 300 pounds. 15 years old, I was 220 pounds foot tall. I've always been a big individual. I said, well, why did you name me Clifford Wayne? She's like, so we can call you CW. I'm like, bitch, we so fucking sudden. Oh my God. To call me CW. Holy fuck. So Levi, we obviously have conflicting views of where the city is and where it can be. I'm nothing but optimistic.
And I'm the opposite. And that is like a personality trait that I have. I always think the worst. It's a Lil Wayne quote, and I'll quote him every day. It's prepare for the worst, but pray for the best. It's something I do every day, but I every day prepare for the worst. I prepare for one day to wake up and there would be, okay, everybody, we're just done. And you know, I don't have a contingency, and I don't think a lot of us here, especially as staff, have a contingency, because this is what we want. This is what everybody here in this chat hopefully wants. This is what Wachu wants. This is what Ayo wants, and there you go. There's 6M. It is. There's fucking Wachu right there. Speak of the goddamn devil. It's this endless is what we want, and if it wasn't, I assure you that Wachu and Ayo would have quit a long time ago, and everybody would have been right behind him, because
Wachu is a masochist. He won't quit. I don't care how much you beat him. I know that dude.
Oh, he'll get so mad that he'll just work harder, right?
Exactly. Now, I actually work off of pretty much almost the exact same quote. And it's not a little zipper, whatever fucking in his name. It's prepare for the worst, hope for the best. And the way I see that is the way you prepare for the worst is you make what you're in as good as possible. Not you build the walls and you stockpile your resources because you know it's going to go bad. You do whatever you can with what you have right now to make it as good as possible. And you hope that it gets better.
I would have to say that that's what we've done, especially like as staff, as like myself as management, as Wachu and Ayo, because if that wasn't the case, the gangs still wouldn't have the drugs. They wouldn't have the weapons. Their crafting table things wouldn't be coming. We have giving the people who run the server, which are the gangs and the people behind the shadows, everything that they need to fully function as organizations that they want to be. And
I think we're moving in the right direction. I think the city's doing
okay.
I would say the city's doing about 70% as successful as it could be. The other 30%, like staff, management, and the motor behind everything, is generating and producing 70%. The other 30% is the in-city, the RP, the player interactions, and reasonably, that 30% is probably almost as important as 70%.
I agree.
right? Because we have, like yourself, streamers. We have people that are producing content to try and get the word out as much as possible. Like I told you the other day, the one stream that I did while I was in the city on my officer, there's like 4 or 5 of my real life friends that are like, holy shit, I want to do this. I want to be a part of this. What is
Yeah.
you're an officer. You sound like you're an actual officer. I want to be a part of this. And anybody that we grant the streamer role and live on Endless, the goal there is to pull viewers in and include and buff up our numbers. That's the whole goal.
And let me pause you right there. The 30% is, as you said, what you said was perfect. The 30% is more important, or is as important, if not more important than 70%, because 90% of the time when a new person loads in the server, they only see the 30%. The 30% is the most public thing that everybody sees. That 70%, that 70% is not what people see.
It's you opening your pockets.
Yeah.
It's you going to a store and buying something. It's you just got an officer job and you have a radio that you can communicate. Like, no one notices the infinite work and the minimalist work, the infinite work that AO does and the minimalist work that Watch You, to be able to keep the city running.
Yeah.
So the emphasis really does be on that 30%.
Speaking
And
of 30%, the new fucking Triad montage is out.
oh, that's something else I wanted. I think we all to.
I mean, I can pull it up and play it right now.
I think it'd be a great spot. Big Red Dog sent you that. You may want to screen that for dick pics. Just saying.
All right, here it is.
I'll be watching it on your.
Yeah, it's on stream right now.
Oh, this sucks.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad. Hey, what's the
Why are you Levi?
They want
What the
face
fuck?
cam. Hold on, they want face cam too. So I gotta.
Oh yeah, give Aphex what he wants. Fucking. Okay. Here's what I do. Let me pull it up. Send me the link, and we'll start it at the same time. I won't watch it off of your stream, so we're watching the same thing at the same time.
Full screen it. I mean, you guys gotta make up your mind here. I can't do face cam and full screen. Let me try this and then this. Yeah,
So
I can't do both. There you go. That's.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad. Hey, what's the
putting the link. I will not start it at 000. Going to mute your stream. We'll start at the same time.
So start it over.
Yeah, just start it over and we'll go from there.
All right.
Count it off.
3, 2, 1, go.
Invincible. Great series if anybody hasn't watched it yet.
Oh, this sucks.
All right. I can't because I'm share. Luca, here. Hold on, guys. Just hold on. Luca, pause your video.
Pause at 29 seconds.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay, just give me a second.
1,000.
There you go. All right, 29 seconds, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Count it off.
You go.
All right. West Side Triads harping on Loki video. Stealing from everybody else. Big surprise.
Hey, all. Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad. Hey, what's the...
Look, big on that 2MLBOA. Take you. You got a gun, nigga. Me too. But he go what? But he go
terrible.
But he go brush it. Look, but he go. Digging that Louis bag. Nigga, digging that bag.
It's like GTA 3.
But he go back, I cut him. But he go, woo. I bet Mo gon' shoot. Said I'm big on that too. Know that I'm woo. Don't come to my back. Don't give him the boo. I give me a clock. You have the proof. 230 days, 322. Big NBA, we did it first. Watch what you say, you will get hurt. Let's go. They get it worse. My bitch got a chop, shit in the purse. Pull up with racks, don't even trip. If I go stretch, empty the clip. Those are my ops. Free, they no grim. Fuck it's a naughty. Nigga, it's snitch. Get put on a shirt. Watch niggas learn. I keep a Glock when I'm in church. Spin through your block. Step on the clutch. Hit the boy up. Then I reverse. Brody got locked for the chop. I lost 4. My straps gotta go get a 5th one. I be fucking on our bitches. Kick them and passing them poppers. Too many to pick from. Huh? Say that. I call it 8 with a Maybach. I'm 823, I get straight cash. If you got that work, I'ma take that. We pull up that houses and baby showers. Woo from the floor if you don't play with ours. You won't ever catch me.
Is that JJ? Yeah, fuck him.
Day-Day, have you screaming through Mega like Mayday? Who the fuck are you talking to crazy? If you don't want no beef, nigga, pay me. The fuck is these niggas gonna get back? Empty the clip, they shit.
Wait, why don't I hear Ferris yelling the word pussy throughout the entire video? That's a message.
Rumble. Step on the field, watch him crumble. I'm so drip like I stepped in a puddle. I back out and hit you and your uncle. Window down, let the semi spit. 40 Glock with a 50 clip. Get the addy, then I get him hit. Had to shoot a nigga for a mixed bitch. Trisha, shorty won't suck on my Nina. I pull up like Western Venus. I leave her shit, but I go feed her. And I got that pussy on Fiji. If you got a gun, come and meet me. We spin it, pull it up like 3 feet. Trisha, she dying to eat me. I don't talk to niggas, I don't play with niggas. Got a bad bitch that'll taste a nigga. So cool. Blue flat. Oh, not to the A nigga, we go. Fuck wrong with them Portugal boy there. I'm talking about bomb buck like last week on Pop Smoke. What that mean?
Yo,
So, bro, where's the money?
where our money at, bro?
I wasn't even in the war, so I don't know.
Well, yo, Vago, right?
Yeah, of course. I don't know.
I want
Y'all
put
got
those hands
rules,
up.
so-
one of them fucking pockets, bitch.
Yeah, sure. man.
Hands up. Hey, pull forward. Pull forward, Mike. This guy's going in this head right now.
Dog, pass me the city, I'm clutch.
Legit.
Tell him come, spend my block. Tell him come, send them shots. You ain't no shooter. You just took that chop. You don't want beef, you just want some pops. I ain't get touched.
Little
how
pussy,
you my
little
op.
pussy.
Bitch, I'm too sauce. No, I don't dance, the Glock on my pants. The most of my dudes, the woo walk. The most of my dudes,
Little
the
pussy.
I'm ain't mad.
Guys, hold up.
Look, but please don't act silly. If I spin in a black flag, they gon' think I'm a dizzy. Bitch, I'm a sleeves. Bow, give a fuck who you be. Yeah, I fuck with them real niggas who fucking with me. Don't ask if I'm GDK. Nah, nigga, I'm EBK. Fuck the judge and the DEA. Suck dick if you feel away. I'm a little body, but I talk like a big body, cause I put in that pain. I walk with that low body, but I back out that big body if you speak on my name. These niggas know nothing about me, but they gon' keep talking about me, and that shit ain't gon' change. I've been in the cellar, ain't shit you could tell me. If you ain't got hands, invest in 11. Toughest nigga in your squad gon' be telling the older niggas that be with me some fellas. I really talk on the beats. If you not in the streets, you won't understand it. I get the chopper, that nigga gon' panic. Headshot, cause a whole lot of damage. Like, headshot, cause a whole lot of damage. Yeah, I got Ruger with me, Leaky with me, bitch. We don't spend no Ubers. And I got Rilla with me, Juju with me, bitch. We might hit you with Dula. You can't get busy with me, Jiggy with me, Demon with me, Hundo with me. First nigga acting silly, catch a figgy, pass the glizzy, and just watch how he run. Watch how he, dog. Pass me the city, I'm clutch. Tell him come, spend my block. Tell him come, send them shots. You ain't no shooter. Bow, you just took that chop. You don't want beef, you just want some pops. I ain't get touched, how you my op. Bitch, I'm too sauce. No, I don't dance, the Glock in my pants. The most of my dudes, the woo walk. The most of my dudes, the woo walk. And I know they mad. Look, but please don't act silly. If I spin in a black flag, they gon' think I'm a dizzy.
Tell that nigga to spin. That's when the party begins. In my Glock full of sin, bullet hit your chin. I walk away grinning. If you check my shit, then it's fuck what you said. Busy success when you live. Busy success when you live. Sit up, make 23, think shit.
I responded to this call.
I ain't your regular game member. Everybody know I'm thinking. If I step on the island, we wildin' up. I ain't gon' stop till the guys is out. Free psych play, free sickies out. My niggas raising the body count. Both dogs, make them get back. I ain't with the talk with a chit chat. Get your shit cracked. If I back at the top,
What?
get back.
What? What? What?
Both dogs, make them get back. I ain't with the talk with a chit chat. Get your shit cracked. If I back at the top, make it get back. Call drag, that's a new Tom Brady. Niggas getting no brag cause they lazy. Top track lifter. If that nigga talking crazy, now it's fuck you pay me.
Oh,
Bullets start
shit.
blazing. Since I was young, we invested in guns. Now we looking at the stars in the break. While I'm getting head by your bank. Shit like Poppy, I love how you taste. Shit like Poppy can't nut. I'm like, baby, just wait. I told her to.
Dog, pass me the city, I'm clutch. Tell her come, spend my block. Tell her come, send them shots. You ain't no shooter. Bow, you just took that chop. You don't want beef, you just want some pops. I ain't get touched, how you my up. Bitch, I'm too sauce. No, I don't dance, the Glock in my pants. The most of my dudes the woo walk. The most of my dudes the woo walk. And I know they mad. Look, but please don't act silly. If I spin in a black flag, they gon' think I'm a dizzy.
We don't do our jobs to full. If he fucking gets Jake with, he got Jake with the fucking pistol. That's some funny fucking shit.
Hitting me. They're hacking. They're gonna get on Weasel News. Hitting me behind the. No, they're. Do you see this, Harry? You guys good? Did it? Fuck me, bro. I choked that. Yo, check.
No. No.
Trayvon, just go to the office.
What did I do?
Just go to the office.
What did I do?
Go, just go.
What did I?
No, left. Go, straight. You see him running right there. She's running right there.
Pussy, you fucking mock, pussy.
Fargo K, bitch.
Oh,
Fargo
it's
K,
a local,
bitch.
bro.
Oh, wait, what?
Yo,
That's
don't talk. You don't talk about that.
That's embarrassing as fuck.
Another montage I'm not in. That's a W, baby. That's a W.
Killing pussy at a local until literally 2 days ago, Chris Thompson tried to pull over an 18-wheeler that he thought he saw somebody hop into. So, Ferris is apparently a spirit animal.
Bunch of bots. Okay.
I can't hear you.
What do you mean you can't? Oh, there we go. All right.
Yeah. I didn't hear you through the entirety of the video.
Yeah, I muted because I wanted to listen to it, but it was all right.
Now, thoughts about the video?
They can shoot from cars. I mean, that's. I mean, you know, they did split it. Sometimes they were on the ground too. Not.
Wait, whoa! Be honest. Sometimes they were on.
They were on what?
Rooftops.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I would say yes. This would be a great trailer for Triads. I mean, yeah, fucking, it's always easy to clip your best moments where you're successful. There would be no reason for them to share the moments where they're not successful.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And I would never include this in any way, shape, or form as like an advertisement for the city.
server. No, this is that 30%.
Yeah, exactly.
What game are they playing? I think they're playing Minecraft. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, from the graphics, it looks like playing Minecraft.
So
somebody forgot that there's a GPU that needs to come into play. Triads are triads. That's you know, I'm gonna speak again directly to your chat because I know we have some triads in the chat. So anybody that feels that they've been slighted by triad, here's what I'm going to tell you. If it's your opinion, if you didn't like how it went, I'm going to tell you how this is going to go. As a staff member, first thing you're going to be asked is, did you grab ID? Second thing you're going to be asked, grab video. And I'm going to tell you right now, out of 10 tickets that I get submitted on Triads, 8 of them cause punishment for the people submitting the ticket. Because y'all motherfuckers ain't clean either. So just think things through. I know for a fact that the Triads have made a good faith effort to engage in RP in the city. I also know for a fact that people have tried to engage in good faith RP with the Triads, but because of what the Triads are met with, they meet back with force. We need to get away from this. All right. Triads are not all bad. They're not all good. Ferris and Chew. So we need to address these things. Be the change you want to see. Triads are not bad. They're not. They've tried to engage and interact, and kidnap people, Harry, and be reasonable and get like fun scenarios. But the problem is, the people in the city think they're always going to be shot at by Triad. So why wouldn't you shoot first? So one of the things the city is
first.
Don't shoot.
I know I think that that's what we're lacking is the creativity from a lot of people. Like I think that there's so much more that people do, but instead I've pushed this towards the cop, but I think it should be like a server-wide mentality. Use what's in like your head, not what's in your pockets. Just because you can shoot somebody doesn't mean you should. Why does this scenario need to end right there? Like right there. Why can't it go on for a few days? Why can't you drag it out and create a storyline out of it? Why can't you kidnap somebody? Why can't you take them in there and have a talk with them? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? It's just always, oh, you talking shit, bing bing, and then they're dead, and then it's over. And then what? And then what? They go back to pillbox. Cops come pick somebody up, take them to pillbox, and then they walk out. Like there's no creativity in what I see and what a lot of people see. And it's not that you know what? I'm going back to my original statement about what I see at Endless. I see people RPing, but I don't see any creativeness coming from them. I think that that's what the biggest thing that the server's lacking right now is just that one spark of creativity for somebody to do something and them go, damn, I see a lot of people using spots that they get from watching other streamers, spots that they get from PvP roleplay, PvP servers. There's no creativeness. It's always, well, I seen somebody do that. It will look like it worked. I'm going to do it. And I get doing it like the one time, like, God damn, that spot really does work. But then doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. When cops see the stuff at the bluffs, we don't want to respond. When cops see the bank trucks at the airport, we don't want to respond. When cops see the stuff, I hated that one spot over by the graveyard. Now I wish people would do it because it's new. It's new to us again. Nobody goes there anymore. It's always airport, the bluffs, or the mountains, and then by the time we get there, everybody's already gone. Like there's no creativeness. Of course, I don't see it, but I would assume that some people don't ride around going, that would be a good spot for a bank truck. Let's try that. But instead, they go right back to what they seen another streamer or somebody else doing another server do, and then they go and mimic that. And that's why I think that's what's hindering us back, is there's no.
Cat, I'm gonna hop in right here, and I will make a guarantee right now that I have a way in the city to either hit multiple bank trucks or a bank itself. Not only with no shots fired, but without even having a pocket, with 100% success rate, and the cops will not be able to stop me. And the only reason I have yet to do it is I want Levi involved, and I want it to be on his stream, and I want to see how many of you motherfuckers steal it. That's a guarantee. When I pull off this plan, it will have 100% success rate. We can get away on fucking Vespas.
Don't let Harry be there. He'll fucking insta-pit you.
My request will to have HSU. My request will have Air One have the entirety of PD, and you will all let me walk away.
Yeah, I would love it. I would rather get like fucked mentally. Like fuck me mentally. Like be like, God damn, I have no choice but to do everything that they're demanding because it's new. I've never experienced it before. I don't know what to do. I need time, but it's just. But it's like even with robberies, we literally have a name for it, the Los Santos Special. If that is not the wackest shit I have ever seen in my life, when criminals call it, I just want the Los Santos Special. Fuck. Retro, I forgot his name. Retro and BMO, I think it was. They kidnapped me, maybe dress up like a fucking chicken and sing the chicken song. There's none of that anymore. I don't see anything. I see some random guy get pulled up 75% of the time. It's probably a friend. They're like, hey, do you want to be a hostage? And we'll pay you $5,000 or just whatever. Like there's a word I'm looking for. Like natural, but it's not natural. There's another word for it. But there's no like natural flowing nothing, you know? But then I don't get it anymore. I don't get it. And it hurts my brain to think about it. But like I experienced it when I created James at Alta Apartments. As soon as I loaded in on James, everybody handed me everything I could have ever wanted as a criminal. I left that apartment with weed, guns, money, everything I could have done that. And I guarantee anybody else that loaded in that server, as soon as they went to talk to somebody, probably be like, fuck off. So everybody's like, hold on. Everybody's like, well, you don't have a crim. I can't have a crim. Because everybody's going to be like, that's Levi. We either have to do it the proper way, or he's going to get mad and ban us, or it just doesn't happen. Like when I was with the Triads, we did everything we could just to have a bank truck for a new spot, and now it's been used 17 times. So when people come to me and they're like, you don't understand it because you don't have a criminal. I cannot have a criminal. I can't. I would love
anybody that states that Levi doesn't understand because he doesn't have a criminal does not understand how many criminals there are in staff. My main is a criminal. Maybe I don't get involved in the day-to-day shootouts and everything like that, as I have a career that I'm attempting to protect. But I'm gonna throw a softball out. I'm gonna throw an easy. You have clearance to metagame this if you want. Anybody that wants to hit something. Everybody focuses on taking one hostage, right? Because you have like 4-man. You're able to get 2 people, take one hostage, and force them to dress up like both of you. Then go get a second, and have your first hostage hold the second one hostage. Put them in the place that you're hitting, and then when you leave, you're gone. No shots fired, no lost life. Cops don't know what the fuck is going on. Confuse
Fuck
them
me
like Ace.
mentally.
Exactly. Fuck with them. Change shit up. Everybody dress. You know what? Dress is another organization. Dress is cops. Everybody knows what Levi looks like. Everybody dresses Levi. Everybody.
If I rolled up and seen 4 people dressed just like me, I'm not exactly sure what I would do.
Everybody dresses Levi, and as you're running out, everybody tackle him, and then everybody run.
I don't want you to do that because other cops might shoot you. So, maybe run past me because everybody's going to be like, oh, they just talk,
Just get creative, get weird with it. The worst you're going to do is what? Catch 30 minutes? Come on. Get creative.
I
Jesus
think
Christ, Levi, you're up to 53 now.
I have it hidden, man. I don't.
I'm telling you right now, it's at 53.
Okay,
I should have started up a.
Okay.
Motherfuckers, when I put my stream up, you better at least give me like 8.
Why does the creativity have to be on the crims to produce? Because cops react off what we're given.
Cops are lazy.
John
They
Knight
get
said
lazy
it best
RP.
to me the first day I started RPing. Cop RP is the laziest RP because you end one scene and you're immediately called to another. You have nothing to do. You sit there and the RP comes to you. So when the RP that comes to us is the same shit, the same. We made that. Listen, guys, we made that thing and we let the verified gangs do it first. We let that thing go where everybody's like, well, the 5th guy can wait for a boat, right? And we said yes. I heard that it was back to back to back to back to back robberies that all they did was go to the water and get away in a boat. Because there's no creativity. You say, why does it have to be the criminals that give the creativity? Because if the cops do not roll up to creativity, it is the Los Santos special, and you are going to get met with minimum effort because we are sick of it. I've seen cops turn up the banks doing lean on walls and shit. I do it. I lean on the car because it's the same thing over and over.
Yeah. Like, okay, so the cop rolls up to a scene. You have a hostage. It's not like the cop has the hostage. You have to listen to him. The cop has no power in that situation. You are the one that decides how that scenario plays out. Except for the one time where I was on my cop and they took a cop hostage. And they're like, okay, you're going to listen to my demands. And I told them no. That officer knew what he was in for when he joined the force. That will get you nowhere. You take his life, I'm taking all of yours. The pressure is on those that are making the demands to get creative with. There's no two ways about it.
I love go ahead, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Like, I love a fantastic shootout as much as a nice guy. Why can't the cops make creative counter officers? We absolutely can. But when somebody says, we want the Los Santos special, I can't, it's not, guys, I'm not saying it's all on the crims. It's not. It's on me, it's on the police department, it's on everybody. But I'm telling you that when people refer to demands as a what's it? Is it a verb, a noun, or whatever like that? It has its own word for it. It's whack. I don't know what happened to you as a repository because I was taken hostage and killed and shot. Okay? I don't know. All right? Everybody keeps saying everybody's metagaming. No fucking shit. Everybody in here that says, oh, I've never metagamed. You're a fucking liar. It is an unnatural thing. It is just what you do with it inside that server. I told people that when I came to this server and I brought the Twitch following and you guys helped me get to where I'm at on streamer, I do not care if you meta my location on stream as long as you make it fun and as long as you do not use that advantage to your benefit. If you use like, yo, Levi's running Signal 11 down there on Southside, let's go get him hostage. I don't care, but make it fun. But if you're sitting there like, oh, okay, Levi, he's hiding in this bush right now. I know he's there because I see it on stream. Let me go kill him. Like, that's different. But like, I can't. I'm so sick of saying, oh, they metagamed it. Oh, they metagamed. Yeah, probably. But unless you can prove it, I can't do anything about it.
Perfect example. When Levi first made his Crim character, I had his stream up on one screen and I was on my lawyer on another. And some of the people that were in my organization interacted with him, were running around with him. I had no interest in it. Luca had no interest.
I could tell.
And there was a car accident, and was his name just James, I believe?
Yeah, my character, yeah.
Opened fire in protection of the people that are in my organization, and it comes across the radio. They're like, "Oh, James helped us out." I was like, "Who the fuck is James?" They're like, "Oh, he's helping us out." I said, then somebody asked him, "Who the fuck is James?" And then when they told me, I showed up to the scene. I'm like, "I don't know you. I don't like you. I got nothing to do with you." And then they're like, "Oh no, there's an organization, conflict, gang shooting, and everything like that. He helped us out. Blah blah blah. What should he do?" And then that's when I chose to interact with Levi
as a lawyer, not as like HT, because I genuinely came to you for legal advice. I was like, "Hey, they said
Exactly.
you're a lawyer, and we RP'd it that way." And it was a good scene. Fuck, we went down to PD. We gave a statement. We went to interrogation. We had fun.
Side
It's
entrance or side exit.
Yep. I mean,
yeah.
I still don't know why nobody has kidnapped me, Milk Dud. I cut my hair yet and used me as... Bro, Milk Dud, your RP is absolutely fantastic, man. If you meta to make it fun, I don't mind. I don't mind. If you meta me to kidnap me or to come do fun shit, come by, roll the yell yeet out your window, I don't care. Just it's just, man. I feel like everybody, and I don't know if that's on us. So this is me that pessimistic way. I don't know if it took us too long to get gangs what they needed. I don't know if it took us too long to just do something, and everybody just became lazy because when 2.0 opened, it was just a sledge fest. Everybody was just picking with a pickaxe. Like, some cops have a win or lose mentality. That is 100% correct. That is absolutely 100% correct. And it does not help when criminals genuinely lead to cops to a ambush.
Okay. Levi, we're of two different mindsets in the fact that you are very pessimistic.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
your most recent statement was this is what we have to deal with because of previous events. My mindset is this is what we get to build with because this is what we're given. I'm not saying that anybody in the city is perfect or anybody in the city is completely flawed, but we have a really good core base to be able to improve on. Yes, I see every ticket that comes through. I'm resetting cars all day, every day. There's fucking tickets about triads just being just terrible fucking people. Tickets about banning the word pussy just so Ferris has to play a mime. You know, all kinds of stuff, right? Right, but I mean, we're in a really good place. We are genuinely in a really good place. Anybody that doesn't see that we're in a really good place, they're not paying attention. And Ace, you're 100% correct. You guys aren't that bad. Ferris, maybe if not enough people see that. Not enough people are able to see that. I hope that they do, and we'll do our best to try and make it to where a lot of the people can. There is this.
I think that the skill of RP in the triads could be exponentially better. Since we're on the topic of triads, I've said it to him before, so I don't mind saying it again. Is if it wasn't just always gunplay. I think that's the
100%.
I think that if it was just, you guys used to, when it's the same thing when the same people were in HT. You guys were, when I joined, I knew not to fuck with HT because something could happen. That was what I was looking for. Since then, I have not felt that. I literally go take pictures on the block and post pictures of it because one of two things are going to happen. You're going to roll up and kill me, or you're just going to roll up and tell me not to come around. There's no creativeness. There's no nothing. You know, you be like, yo, Levi, we seen you pulling out of the block the other day. What'd you come down here for? Kidnap me, shave my head, put me on top of the thing, and make the police come get me. Just do something. You know, it's just always guns. I truly
make them curious. Make cops wonder. Like you had a stream, and something that I really enjoyed, the fight night that happened, right? And then when RC came out as a representative of HT, because I have done my damnedest to make HT not pop up on anybody's radar. I watched your stream. You popped your phone out and texted Abby and said, RC HT? ? Because you don't even know who our members are.
That's the way it was when the first or the original triads were here with Jade and Compton and all them. When I saw them that first day standing across from Integrity, all decked out in red, looking like badasses, I was envious. I was like, I want a criminal character just to join that organization. Now, I would do it because I know that they're fun people to hang out with. Like, I truly know that, like, Afix and Lemon and Jimmy and Big Red Dog and
maybe not Afix, but everybody else.
Yeah, I know that they are a fun group of people who came around. But Jimmy just said something fantastic in my stream. The triads get a lot of bad rep because people always sometimes approach them and it's like they have something to prove, and then when they get clapped, they get mad. And I can't disagree with that. Yeah. But it doesn't hurt to lose on purpose that one time to continue the storyline. You don't have to win every single time just because you can. Lose one, let the egos inflate, blah, 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 and then clap back properly.
I'm
You're Troy, not
currently
Jimmy? Whoops.
I'm currently sitting on a 3-month storyline on Luca that has many more PD citizen interactions to go before it finally comes to fruition. Because I mean, I have no issues taking the L. Like I say on my cop character, and now because of triads, Luca, he's been shot in the head so many times when he sneezes it whistles. So I don't give a fuck.
I will hold the L in a gunfight or whatever scenario it is. Every single I will lose suspects.
We've seen your streams. We know that.
Yes, as long as it's fun.
Well, I mean,
if
regardless,
it is fun,
still gets
I would prefer. Everybody wants to win. We are a human. We have that win mentality. Nobody can deny it. You want that win, but some people view wins differently. I would always love to catch the criminal and send them away and fuck them by the law. I did it to JJ. I did it to everybody. But if the scenario itself is good, I would prefer that. That is why cops were able to cut time and fines based on the RP that's provided. Now, there's little to no of that, so there's just no cutting time out or fares at all, or fines out at all. Sorry, I looked over and seen his name and saw it.
We're working on that though, because a bit of meta here. Luca's trying to start up a law firm to get more attorneys into the city, more people, signed off and be able to represent like 24 hours a day, so that cops like, I don't know, Harry, that ram you like it's a fucking Pornhub video, so that way you can try and defend and get representation. But despite what everybody thinks, we're not that bad. We're in a really good position.
I hope so, because
I'm
only seeing the negative. I hate waking up in the morning and seeing the tickets. I woke up this morning before my alarm because I just felt like shit, and I was reading through everything, and I just started removing tags. I just got so upset at what I was seeing because it's people that I know could be better, but then they let this little fucking pixelated game. I think that people are they're conflicting themselves. They are doing it as a person, but then they are also trying to act out somebody in the game. Like I was told by somebody the other day, they're like, well, I'm not a pussy in the game and I'm not going to go and quit. And I can relate to that. You may take me hostage and you're going to be like, well, I'll shoot you in the head and I will look you in the face and I'll tell you to just fucking do it. Like, just do it. Don't sit there and bullshit me. Don't talk to me like you're going to shoot me and then pussy out of it, because I'll call you out on it for the rest of your life. But nobody like, to me personally, does it. They're not like, okay, all right, fine, boom, you're dead. And I'd be like, oh fuck, that dude's he's not playing. Nobody does that anymore. It's just always, we'll respond. We'll respawn. We'll do it again. Go, GG's next time. There's no like, fuck,
fear for life.
Yeah.
I think the whole fear for life thing should not just be applied for the fact that my character needs to be afraid of the fact that they're going to die. This will put more on the DOJ and the fear for life needs to be not only I may lose my life. It should also be the person that has the gun. I'm going to take a life. And what could that possibly mean in repercussion?
Yeah.
PD needs to be more successful. PD needs to do their jobs more. They need to collect evidence. They need to build cases
and
do their job.
It's really, really hard when when there's 5-6 cops on and there's another shootout while they're in the middle collecting evidence. They have a job to do. They have to respond to ensure that life is being protected.
Troopers do, yes, but what about CIU?
What about them?
The investigative unit.
But listen, if there's a total of 5 cops on and 2 of them are CIU, and there is 2 or 3 cars spinning the block, and the other 2 have to respond to help, they're down.
See, this is a problem we're presented with, so we need to be able to find a way around it. Because if there's always a distraction, I'll tell you right now, at least half of the gangs in the city know that if you distract cops enough, you'll get away with everything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're like fucking kids with
ferrets.
ADHD looking at a squirrel. You know, it's you
Yeah.
know, and it's the next shiny. You know, it's the next shiny thing. But there are some people in the department who are. Lucifer's doing it. I'm in their case building thing. Lucifer does a very good job of it. Nova does a very good job of it. Mirror's character does a very good. There are people doing it, but it's like we have enough right now to RICO most of the organizations, but it's always okay. Rashid has a warrant out for his arrest, right? There's Rashid right there. Let's go get him. 3 minutes later, Rashid just can't do 20 minutes, right? He can't just do the 20 minutes to clear up his warrant. It's got to be extended, and then the gang has to get involved, and that's got to be a gigantic shootout. Like, nobody just holds the low L to extend that RP. Because in my opinion, if I am a leader of a gang, why would I not turn myself in knowing I have it? And I'm not talking about Rashid. It's just the name that I used. I don't know if he has a warrant or anything like that. Why would I not turn myself in? Get that warrant off of my back to protect the rest of the game. Not bring the entire gang to PD and go, hey, we have a hostage. Can we get our guy back? You know? Turn yourself in. And hold on. And I did actually do it to Rashid because he had a 30 to 40 month sentence. And I'm like, I will bump it down to 17 and you just keep your fines. I know you got the money. Just turn yourself in. He was at PD, surrounded, and I said, go to your house, put all of your stuff away. I do not care what's on you right now. You come back with your phone and some food. We'll get this warrant squashed away, and you're good to go. I'll pay one of my cops $10K because that's their bonus. What did it turn out to? Nothing but running 1080s, shooting, just a bunch of shit. And I don't get it. I don't understand like why it needs to be that way. Why can't, and cops included, hold the short L to make the bigger win in the long run better? It's the mindset. That is
It's
what
posture. Posture and ego.
That knowing you can win, you don't have to win.
And in a situation like that,
at any time for any scene, me as management, me as the chief of police, for a simple 1011 can call the entire police force to that, and not one person in this server or on that police force can say anything about it. For one, it is not. It is an unwritten rule. I can go into the SOP right now and delete it, and nobody could do anything about it. What can you do? Who are you going to turn me into? The DOJ? What are they going to do?
I'll sue.
What are they going to do? You know, it's just because you can doesn't mean you should. Because if that is the place that we're going to mitigate to and sit at, well, we can do it. But I don't want to. I don't want to go back to Endless when we had people going around doing nothing but shooting people, and I spawned in an armored car with 250 cal machine guns, and we went around killing everybody because that's what everybody likes to do. And I have a clip of it.
I'm going to step in right there.
I'm better. I am reformed. I am better. We're not ever going to do that. Big Gun 1, Joe knows it. I will never, ever do that to this Endless because I know that we have that potential to do to be better and be the best at what we can be.
As an organizational member, I'm assuming, and if anybody has conflicting information, anybody that's a member of any other organization, for HT, the rule was always, if somebody gets hemmed up by cops, unless you're one of the top 3, you go down. You get hit with it. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're one of the top 3, then we discuss getting you before you get sent off. If we can't do it, you get sent off. That's what it is. Then we just try and move on to possibly breaking you out. But we're not. We're pulling anybody and everybody out of every cop car, every PD. We're taking no, because there's no point to it. It's not reasonable. It's not understandable. You're a foot soldier, and we're gonna fucking take 3 cops hostages and try and break. No. You take the L. You're a dumbass. It happened.
I was at Pillbox the other day, and on stream, because I know they were in stream, put somebody in the back of my cop car. Specifically locked that cop car. Tried to open the driver's side door, and it was locked. And I know they watched it. They went over there, grabbed the guy out, and ran away like nothing ever happened.
That's,
you know, It's just, it doesn't, it just, John Knight said it best, and I'm scrolling up for it because I read it. People think that they are providing RP by running. Nobody thinks about the longevity of their stories because there isn't one. They are just in it for the short interactions.
If there's any confusion to anybody that's any of the now 55 people in Levi's stream, guys, we absolutely love you. The entirety of this city would not exist without you guys, and you consistently, repeatedly show that you're willing to get into the city and interact. Are all the interactions great? But they can't all be. But god damn it, guys, you guys are the all-stars. You know, it's not the staff, it's not us, it's you guys coming in. I don't care if you're fucking grinding at the mines. I don't care if you're towing cars for PD. I don't care if you're notifying Levi over and over and over and over again that you want to sell him a taco, although that kid's now banned. But whatever, whoever you are, fucking.
No, you're good. I was doing a chat. Sorry.
No, this city is made better in its entirety because of it. I apologize if I'm rambling.
Right, we can. I mean, we want to keep it under 2 hours, but we can ramble all day. And it's not me. It's not Wachu. It's not Ayo. It's not Gus. It's not Luca. It's not.
Oh, it's not me.
It's not Luca.
Oh,
it's not Mira. It's not any of the staff that we have. It's not streams. It's the people who go connect. Even though the shit that they deal with, the shit that they do, people go, maybe today's gonna be better. Connect. Maybe that story that I'm doing is just gonna progress just a little bit further. Connect.
Seth.
That's
Bronze.
Sawyer.
Okay, Sawyer. Am I wrong to think RP should benefit both parties interacting? Personal opinion, yes.
Yeah.
Depending on your definition of benefit. If I, as a citizen of the city, go fucking, I decide, you know what, I want a PD AR. So I pull out a pistol and I go walking up the stairs of PD, and I haven't shot at anybody, but I'm standing in the lobby and I'm yelling, I want a pistol. So a cop comes out, I yell at him, he yells at me, and I gun him down. And then 8 officers gang fuck me. That's damn near the exact description of RP that's been in the city. I got the RP I should have gotten. It's not beneficial to me whatsoever. The other officers are not beneficial. It's an RP. It's not great. Depending on what your definition of beneficial RP, it's not going to be any beneficial to everybody. There's people in the city that tweet out IADs, fuck donkey, whatever. Unconfirmed. There is some evidence. And then those people get understandably gunned down. The RP's not great for that person that tweeted it out, but the RP's there. I'd rather make someone laugh and move on than a ultimate. Okay, see, that is the type of stuff we want more of.
Yeah.
But we can't discriminate against if there's gangs, there's going to be shootouts. If there's cops, be shootouts.
Absolutely.
This is GTA. It's literally, the game is called after a crime.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
And we're not saying that, like you just said, like I said, enjoy a shootout as much as the next guy. Lead me somewhere.
I'm terrible.
Go somewhere. I'm bad too, but I mean, I enjoy going, fuck that. I enjoy thinking if me and the rest of the police force was there to break that area down better. And I want a shootout that's not just leading someone to an ambush. Put me somewhere where I go, fuck, that's a new place. Now we got to go break that down if, fucking Genesis ever does his fucking job. But like, if that's somewhere we have to break down. We got caught with our pants down because we did not do our homework or we rushed in headless. Fuck me mentally. Don't just roll up 4 deep in a revolter and then just kill everybody in a car because you can. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I think that's what everybody needs. Like Sawyer's thing, am I wrong to think RP should benefit both parties? Like Lucas said, yes and no. Just because you can does not mean you should. Isn't a wipe needed maybe to reduce guns on there? There's hardly any guns.
Yeah, there's next to no guns.
There's next to no guns. And there won't be for the next 45 days. People got shipments. Whatever happens to them, happens to them. There should be more civ jobs, not criminal jobs that aren't bank robberies or whether it's the jobs. Absolutely. And Watchu literally right now has a list of 6 SOPs that he is working on for player ran businesses. The only reason that there's not anything is because I literally grabbed Watchu and AO by the scruff of their shirts and was like, we need drugs or nothing is going to happen. Because that's what every single person in the server was begging for. And that's what they have now.
Honestly, the same standpoint, though. We've lost some really good people because they felt that they were bored in the city.
Yeah.
I'm going to put about fucking 15% of that on the city and the rest of that on the person. If you're bored because you can't find something to do in the city, you don't have drugs or whatever to run, then maybe this isn't the city for you right now. I'm not saying you can't come back at another point or anything like that, but there's things you can do. There's people you can meet. There's interactions you can have. And ideally, anybody that has left the city by choice, not by force, I would love to see back at another.
Everybody, unless you are permanently banned from the server, just because you leave doesn't mean you're never wanted back. 90% of the
even
people
if you're
who have
permit,
clearly,
even if you're permit,
clearly,
yeah.
Just because you left, doesn't mean anybody hates you. I say it all the time. Like, John Knight's not here. He has found his passion for doing something he loved again. But I'd give anything for John Knight to come back. I would love to see Max back. I would love to see River back being in the EMS. I would love to see the old faces that can RP come back and just hang out.
Fuck you, Ace. Sorry.
People think they need items to RP. People do need items to RP. At the end of the day,
people want items to RP.
There is a storytelling limit that you can reach, but if you stand at Legion, and I have seen it, just stand at Legion and do nothing but talk, there's nothing to do. People need actions to do to develop. Lotus, as an organization, cannot build themselves up as melee weapon traffickers because that's what they need to do to put their name on the map without the melee weapons. BCB can't be gun runners without the guns. They don't have guns right now. Kimchi can't be the underground arms dealer without the underground arms. There is things that people do need. And I said it, you don't need money to RP. But if you didn't have money, how could you get the items to be what your character wants to be? There's only so much that you could do standing around talking that would be. It is boring. It is boring when I clock on duty as a cop, and there are no shootouts. I'm just sitting at Legion patrolling, and somebody speeds by me, and I'm like, "Hey, slow down." It's boring, you know. So people do need stuff to do, or they're gonna go somewhere else and find it.
If you are in a situation where you're the only officer in the city and someone speeds past you and there's no shootouts or that, and you pull them over. I had that exact same scenario when the most recent iteration of Thompson was in a highlighter. I pulled the individual over, asked him out of his vehicle, and conducted a sobriety test. I full searched his vehicle. Like, I stretched out, like, one of my favorite things to do on traffic stop is make it take as long as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Because as an officer, you can set the pace of every interaction you have. Right? And it gave me an opportunity to get to know that person even. Right? You don't need item. You want item.
Okay.
It's easier with item.
Yeah, I can say that. But I don't think it takes away from having items.
No, items only add. They don't take away in most, but you don't need them. And a lot of people are one thing and see themselves as another, and they need things to get to that spot. And I think one of the things that 2.0 did best over 1.0 is we've slowed that progression for a reason. And a lot of people downshifting that gear has been difficult. We're kind of now getting back into that revved up situation. We got the supercars, we've got, the gangs bankrolling, we got drugs coming. And these aren't things that are needed. They're seasoning for a dish. That is it. It all resides on the characters themselves.
Uptazen, Albert. Carl. That's Sean. This is the new age of 5M. If you don't give these players items and what they want, then there wouldn't be a server to play on. You wouldn't have players because they would find it elsewhere. That's
I disagree. I disagree because we've hit
really
cap
think-
multiple
hold
times
on.
in 2.0.
Do you really think that if we took away civilian jobs, guns, the supercars, and drugs, that if we had a full server of 80, a third of them would not leave?
I think that's an unreasonable question. Because you're removing something that they already have. Think back when 2.0 first started. Yes, we had like a week, 2 weeks of low numbers. And we didn't really have anything in the city. But we've hit cap multiple times. And when did we get drugs?
Now. Literally
Okay.
this past week.
How long has 2.0 been out?
And
how many times have we hit cap without that?
That is true, but with me going around telling everybody that they will be coming, I wonder if that's part of the appealing process that kept them here. Because a lot of people left and now they get nothing. The people that are still here get first pick. So have not been going in a drug chat that I have, literally it's like Drug Anonymous or whatever it is, would they have stayed knowing that drugs were never coming? I can already tell you that 3 or 4 gangs would have left. Because everybody goes to a server. Like I'm a part of some groups where it's people promoting their 5M servers for people to join. All it is pictures and what you can do. When people see NP, and you guys know the server I'm talking about, I'm just not getting, free promotion. When people see that server, it is a lot of, no other server has that. I want that. We may think this way, Luca, you and I, that we might not need top of the line. I'm happy with the dollar store version. Watching AO, please don't think that I'm talking about the server's dollar store version. But I'm just the dollar store version.
He's shitting on the server.
The dollar store version, rather than having Gucci. So, I mean, ask yourself one question and will you have your answer? Why? Thank you, John.
Is no pixel some big thing? Am
I
really
have to
that-
go. I will be. Can you get the snap? The what? He's old. Look at his face.
Yes, for the record, just so that anybody knows, I am probably the oldest person in the city.
And doesn't act like it. Bless his young heart. Okay, Luca, I have something I have to go do before my wife comes in here and grabs me by the throat and throws me out there. So
And that's her coming in to grab him by the throat. Somebody clip this. This will be a crime scene in about 10 minutes.
So, I don't remember what you just said, but I have to go do something for my wife, so I think this is a perfect place to end it.
I think it was I enjoyed it. I think this is
this could be a thing. We can just do whatever. Lucy? Yeah, Lucy is pretty old. I think he's close.
Can I get a quick 30 seconds to anybody in Levi's chat? Would anybody interested in watching this maybe weekly?
Yes. Do it. You sure? And Bust does.
Sure. So enthusiastic.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Then Levi, I'll get with you.
Daily.
And
Let me guys, Luca, I don't mind if other people come in and talk.
Oh, I'm 100% for that. Like maybe one at a time. Yeah, on cam only, right? And then maybe every week we'll pull somebody up from a different org or whatever, and we'll just like temp check the city, and have a person to person.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, I really have to go. The stream is not ending. I'm actually going to RP and stuff like that. So you guys hang out, whatever it is. I will be right back. Okay.
Yeah, Levi, I honestly thank you very much.
No,
it
man,
was
thank you.
it's
It's a
been
great idea.
It's been a treat getting to know you and getting to know the city and where it's going and where it is.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Anybody's invited, guys. You just got to shoot us. We can do it Mondays. We'll do it Mondays. I don't think.
Yeah.
So.
I believe I'll have Mondays off going forward unless my schedule changes. And,
Yeah.
we'll go from there.
Or Wednesdays, I think you said. Mondays or Wednesdays. Whichever one.
Mondays or Wednesdays, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
We want it to be
All right.
entertaining. Don't clown me or like that. All right, guys. I'm out of this call. I'll be right back, guys. It's a quick thing I got to do for my. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Luca, I love you. I'll see you in City.
Love you too. Later.
That was fun.